Carlo Rim was a French film screenwriter, producer and director. Born Jean Marius Richard, he made an anagram of his initials for his pseudonym, adding Carlo, a popular Italian name in France at the time. Filmography. As screenwriter 1934, Zuzo directed by Marc Allegret. 1935, Justin de Marseille directed by Maurice Tourner. 1935, Gaspard de Bessy directed by André Hugon. 1936, La Mort en Fuite directed by André Berthomieu. 1936, Taras Bulba directed by Alexis Granovsky. 1936, Van Gt Septrude Le Paix directed by Richard Potier. 1936, L'Homme Habité directed by Elie Couteau en Mathot. 1936, Blanchett directed by Pierre Caron. 1937, Hercule directed by Alexandre Aizoué. 1937, Les Secrets de la Mer Rouge directed by Richard Potier. 1937, Eats-vous Jalaus directed by Henry Chomet. 1937, Nostalgie directed by Victor Turjansky. 1938, Education de Prince directed by Alexandre Aizoué. 1939, Sacred Woods directed by Elie Couteau en Mathot. 1941, Parade en Septnutes directed by Marc Allegret. 1942, Simplet directed by Fernand L. 1943, Le Val d'Enfer directed by Maurice Tourner. 1943, La Ferme aux Loups directed by Richard Potier. 1946, L'Insaisissable Frédéric directed by Richard Potier. 1947, Miroir directed by Raymond Lamy. 1948, Cité de l'Espérance directed by Jean Stelly. 1949, Monseigneur directed by Roger Richaubet. 1950, Lament de Pai directed by Gilles Grandier. 1954, Secrets d'Alcove sketch La Lit de la Pompadour directed by Jean Delanoy. As a director and screenwriter adapter 1948, Le Moi Volonté. 1951, La Maison Bonadieu. 1952, Les Sept Pays Acutes Capitaux for the sketch Les Gourmandises. 1953, Virgil. 1954, Escliade à Service. 1956, Les Truands. 1957, C.E. Joli Monde. 1959, Le Petit Professeur. 1963, Tries Contest de Maupassant. 1965, Don Quixote. 1976, Le Sanglier de Cassis. Actor. 1942, Simplet directed by Fernand L. 1957, C.E. Joli Monde. 1954, Secrets d'Alcove. 1953, Virgil. 1952, Les Sept Pays Acutes Capitaux. 1951, Lament de Pai. 1949, Monseigneur. 1948, Le Moi Volonté. 1948, Cité de l'Espérance. 1947, Miroir. 1946, L'Insaisissable Frédéric. 1943, La Ferme aux Loups. 1942, Simplet. 1939, Le Bois Sacré. 1938, Nostalgie. 1938, Eats-vous Jalaus. 1937, Les Secrets de la Mer Rouge. 1937, L'Homme Habité. 1936–27 Rue de la Paix. 1936, Taras Bulba. 1935, Gaspard de Bessy. 1934, Zuzo.